She stood right in front of me, clutching a clipboard like it was some kind of weapon. "You can't be here," she snapped. "This house belongs to the Harmony HOA." I looked at her, pink suit, sharp tone, fake confidence. "Lady," I said, "I bought this place legally, deeds in my name. You're on my porch uninvited." Her face turned red. "We have rules. No outside renovations, no personal property changes without board approval. You violated all of them." I laughed under my breath. "I rebuilt this house from scratch. It was rotting for years. No one cared until I fixed it." Behind her, the HOA patrol car idled like backup for her nonsense. A man stepped out, arms crossed, sunglasses on, acting like he was some kind of lawman. "Sir," he said, "we'll have to escort you off the premises." "Escort me from my own home?" I pulled a folded paper from my jacket and held it up. "You're about to regret this." Karen squinted. "What is that?" "The title deed," I said calmly. "Signed, sealed, and registered 3 months ago. This land was abandoned. I bought it, restored it, and you had nothing to do with it." Her voice cracked, but she tried to recover fast. "That can't be right. This entire block falls under our control." "Funny," I said, "because according to the county map, your boundary stops right at that pine tree." I pointed at it. Her fake cop frowned. "Ma'am, he might be right." Karen shot him a glare that could melt steel. "No, he's lying. These types always lie to get away with things." I took a slow step closer. "You came here screaming on my land, without authority, and now you're accusing me." There was silence for a moment, just the wind moving through the tall pines. Then I said quietly, "You really picked the wrong guy to mess with." Her lips trembled, but she tried to smile. "We'll see about that. You'll be hearing from the HOA board." I watched her storm off, heels digging into the dirt. And I knew this wasn't over. She wasn't done yet. But neither was I. You don't evict a man from land he built with his own hands. The next morning, I woke up to the sound of hammering. Not from me, but from outside. When I opened my door, 2 men in orange vests were planting a large metal sign right in front of my fence. "Property under HOA violation pending removal." I stepped forward. "Hey, who told you to put that here?" One of them shrugged. "Ma'am from Harmony HOA said this house isn't authorized and needs inspection." Before I could even respond, Karen's white SUV rolled up again. HOA patrol printed proudly on the side like it was the FBI. She got out smiling like she owned the world. "Told you," she said sweetly. "You can't live here. We've confirmed you never submitted an approval request." "Approval for what?" I asked. "For fixing a collapsed roof, for painting walls that were falling apart." She flipped her clipboard open dramatically. "For existing on HOA land without permission." That made me laugh. A hard, bitter laugh. "You really think you can just take this place because you say so?" Her tone hardened. "We're enforcing community order. If you don't leave by tonight, we'll have you removed." Then she pointed toward the patrol guy again. "Take pictures, evidence for the board." As he started snapping shots of my porch, I quietly took out my phone and began recording. "Keep going," I said. "Every photo you take is going straight to the sheriff's office." Karen froze. "Excuse me." I smiled faintly. "See, that's the part you didn't check. You're standing on county land, not HOA property. I bought it directly from the state auction." Her smile vanished. "You're lying. This is still Harmony jurisdiction." "Then why?" I asked, stepping closer. "Does your HOA map end 3 feet before my gate?" She turned pale. The guy with the camera stopped and looked at her. "Ma'am, maybe we should double-check the—" "Enough!" she barked. "You're trespassing on HOA grounds. I'm calling the police." I tilted my head slightly. "Please do." She didn't know it yet, but I'd already made that call an hour ago, and the man who was about to pull up in that black pickup truck wasn't just my friend. He was the county sheriff. You can fake authority all you want until the real one shows up. A few minutes later, the rumble of a truck echoed through the trees. Karen straightened her blazer, pretending to look confident, but I could see her hand shaking as the black pickup rolled to a stop beside her shiny HOA patrol car. Sheriff Daniels stepped out, tall, calm, and wearing that expression that could silence a room. "Morning, folks," he said, tipping his hat slightly. "Got a call about a trespassing report?" Karen immediately jumped in. "Yes, Sheriff. This man has taken over Harmony HOA property illegally. He's been aggressive and refuses to leave." Daniels looked at me, then back at her. "Is that so?" I handed him the deed papers. "Bought the place 3 months ago, sir. Registered through the county office." I've got every legal document right here. Karen rolled her eyes. Those are fake. We already checked our files. Daniels raised an eyebrow. Your files? Yes, she said firmly. Harmony HOA controls this entire community. The sheriff pulled out his tablet, typed something, and after a few seconds, smirked. That's funny because the county line ends before this property. Harmony HOA doesn't have jurisdiction past Birch Creek Road. Karen's mouth opened slightly, no sound coming out. I crossed my arms. Guess you didn't check that far, huh? She quickly tried to recover. There must be a mistake in your system. I have maps that prove. Daniels interrupted. Ma'am, unless your maps are approved by the county, they don't mean much. Right now, you're standing on private land, and this gentleman here has full rights to it. Karen's face turned bright red. You can't be serious. He's breaking HOA rules. The sheriff's tone hardened. And you're breaking the law by trespassing. Her fake patrol guard stepped back immediately, trying to distance himself. Karen glared at him, then at me, but she knew she was cornered. I took a calm breath. I told you this wouldn't end well. Daniels leaned against his truck and said, Ma'am, if I get another report of you or your patrol harassing this homeowner, you'll be the one leaving in handcuffs. Karen clenched her fists, trembling with anger. This isn't over, she hissed. You'll regret this. I smiled slightly. No, Karen, you will. She stormed off again, heels stabbing into the dirt, but the way she glanced back told me something. She wasn't done. She was planning something bigger. When people lose power, they don't quit. They get desperate. That night, the forest around my cabin felt too quiet. Even the crickets had gone silent. I was on the porch sipping coffee when I noticed headlights creeping through the trees. Slow, deliberate, like a snake moving in the dark. I set the mug down and turned off my porch light. The vehicle stopped just short of my gate. The same white HOA patrol SUV, and this time Karen wasn't alone. 2 more cars pulled up behind her, their lights off. She stepped out, holding a flashlight and a folder. You had your warning, she called out coldly. We're taking the property tonight. I almost laughed. Karen, it's 10 p.m. You really think you can evict someone by flashlight? She waved her hand. Remove the gate, she ordered the men behind her. They started toward my fence with tools. That's when a sharp click echoed through the night, the sound of a camera drone powering up above them. I smiled. Say cheese. Karen froze as a bright beam from the drone spotlighted her crew. What is that? She shouted. Security system, I said. Every move you make right now is being recorded and streamed live to the county sheriff's office. Right on cue, a set of red and blue lights flashed through the trees. Sheriff Daniels' truck roared up the dirt path, followed by another patrol car. Karen's eyes widened. You set me up. I stepped forward calmly. No, Karen, you set yourself up. I just pressed record. The sheriff got out, walked past me, and faced her. Ma'am, this is the 3rd time in 48 hours you've trespassed and attempted property seizure. Step away from the gate. Karen's voice trembled. They told me. The HOA board said this land. Enough. Daniels cut her off. You're under arrest for criminal trespass and harassment. The men who came with her slowly backed away, hands raised, muttering excuses. As the deputies cuffed her, she turned to me with that same furious glare. You don't deserve this land. I met her eyes and said quietly, I earned every inch of it. You just couldn't stand to see someone free. The sheriff nodded at me as he led her away. The forest went quiet again, just the soft hum of the drone still hovering above. I looked up at the cabin I rebuilt with my own hands. The porch light flickering back on, warm and peaceful. For the first time in years, it actually felt like home. I didn't fight to own this land. I fought to keep my right to live free on it.